Here's my ingredients for the protein lasagna. We've got some of the Aldi sausage. We're using the hot sausage. I've got some ground beef that I had in the freezer and it should be thawed out good. We've got a couple eggs, ricotta cheese. That's gonna get mixed together. We've got some chicken breast. I got 2 packages of that. We're gonna make a nice big pan of this. And some mozzarella. I'm just using shredded mozzarella this time because that's what I've got and that's what I'm using. So yeah, and this is actually going to be the noodles instead of pasta. So all right, let's get started. One more thing, we've got the Reyes marinara sauce. We're gonna use that too. Let me tell you about the sauce in just a minute. I've opened up the chicken. I have the ricotta cheese in here. I've got the meat cooked up. Here's the meat. Can't see it very well, but I've got the meat cooked up and I put most of that jar of sauce in with that meat. I'm gonna put the 2 eggs right in with this ricotta cheese and whip it up, and we're gonna start layering. I need some of that sauce for in the bottom of this pan. I don't put any sauce on top, but you certainly can. I probably have in the past, I don't know, but I don't do that anymore. This kind of gets a lot of moisture in it as it's cooking. So this sauce is good. This whole jar of sauce is in here. So that is gonna be plenty of sauce. Trust me, it's gonna be runny when it comes out, just because, I don't know, the lunch meat or whatever, it's gonna be runny. And you have to leave it sit for a little while, half an hour or so at least. That way some of that liquid kind of absorbs back into the casserole. All right, get started with these eggs. I'm gonna try not to jibber jabber too much and just kind of, you know, stick with the recipe, but we'll see how that works out. All right, I got my dirty towel here. The towel that I just wipe my hands off on as I go. I call it a yuck towel, and I always have my yuck towel sitting here. So, yep, I'm just gonna mix 2 eggs into this. Don't have to do that, but I do. I do have a video on this from a long time ago, and I may be doing it differently now. I'll just tell you, I might not be doing it exactly like I did it in that video for a couple reasons. One reason is because I'm not using a recipe. I'm just doing this off memory, and I haven't done this in a really long time, if I'm being honest. And another reason is because I do it simpler than I did back then. Like, I used to spread each little slice of lunch meat with the ricotta. I don't do that anymore. I don't do that like that anymore. Hold on. Okay. So there's the ricotta. I'm gonna rinse this off. Not that it really matters, if I'm being honest. It doesn't really matter if this was rinsed off or not, because it's all going in together anyway. So I got the sauce down in the bottom, and then I'm just gonna start layering the lunch meat. And I don't do a single layer, I just layer it up like this, and that'll be like the noodles. It's gonna be the noodles. Sometimes the lunch meat is kind of laid in the package, like just like you want it for your casserole, and you don't have to mess with it, but I'm just gonna mess with it a little. I'm not gonna get super particular. We've got plenty of lunch meat here, so I'm not gonna worry about running out. I don't think we're gonna run out. I don't think that's gonna be an issue. But let me get this layered in real quick. You can make this as many layers as you want, use as much meat as you want or whatever. I don't know amounts. I suppose they're probably in like the original recipe. I gotta move this. But I don't have anything in front of me. I'm just doing this off memory. Oh, I want to put this on first. Just put some ricotta, and I just spread it across like this. Now I don't mess around with spread it over each little slice. I used to do that. Don't do that. It's all gonna turn out just fine without doing that. But do it as thick or as thin of a layer as you want. You know, however you want to do it is how you're supposed to do it. However you want it. But and you can use cottage cheese instead if you want to. Put this in the garbage. Okay, I don't even know if you can see me. I think you can. I hope you can. I'm just gonna layer over some of the ground beef. Let me show you this closer view. That's what it's looking like right about now. Let me see if I can't get you closer. Okay, I feel like this is a better view. I could be wrong, but I feel like it is. So I hope so. All right. But yeah, just layer it up just like you would regular old lasagna. I'm feeding a family of 6, and I'm the only girl. Me and my 5 guys. So if you didn't know, the youngest guy is 15. So these guys eat. These guys can eat. Mozzarella. And I'm pretty sure before I probably used the sliced cheese, which you can also do. But this is what I have on hand, so this is what I'm using. As little or as much as you like. Okay, that'll work. Let's do some more chicken. Okay, we're gonna do some more ricotta. And you can just like put all the ricotta on in that first layer if you want. Again, it's just however you want to do this. So I do 2 or 3 layers of the ricotta just because my guys don't like the thick layers of it. So this is just how we do it. I can feel the heartburn already. Anything tomato based always gives me heartburn, so yeah. All right, we have enough chicken for a couple of more layers. So we'll lay it on a little thicker this time, I think, because we've got plenty. I don't know, maybe I shouldn't go too terribly thick with it because I need enough for the top layer, so don't want to forget that top layer. I guess it wouldn't really matter, would it? It would not matter. Okay. And I think I'm just gonna put all this is gonna be a thicker layer. Oh, I almost forgot the ricotta. Look at me, forgetting stuff. Okay. Get all the rest of the ricotta in there. Put the rest of this meat in. And I did soak up the grease with paper towels from this meat because you don't want anything, you don't want to put a bunch of grease in there because it's going to be liquidy enough as it is. All right, and for this layer, I'm going to do some parm, just the grated, this kind of parm, the plastic parm or whatever you want to call it. Whatever you want to call it. If you don't like to use this kind, then don't use it. Shred it yourself. And that is, honestly, that's what I would prefer, if I'm being honest. But this is what I've got, so this is what I'm using. But yeah, the shredded, if you shred it yourself, it gives it a whole different flavor, if you ask me. Okay, that's plenty. Let's do the last layer of noodles. All right. Covered nice and tight with the foil. It's going to go in the oven for 45 minutes. Then when it comes out, after that 45 minutes, I should say, we'll take the foil off and put it back in for another 30 minutes. What?
Let me do that part. I'm good at it.
Let you do what part?
Hey guys, it's Lori.
Oh, there you go. Okay, so I told you guys wrong. I actually need this at 425. So it's at 425. I had to go back and check the recipe because I'm probably just going to cut the part out where I told you wrong because I thought, yeah, I don't have these times right at all. But let me take this out Well, it's running over in the bottom of my oven, so that's not a good thing.
That means something good's in there.
Huh?
That means something's good that's in there, though.
That means it's something good. Yeah, it does, but it's not good that it's in the bottom of the oven right now. It dripped over. I forgot that it does that. I usually stick a piece of foil in the bottom of my oven when I do this, and I didn't. So it's been in, okay, it's been in for about 25 minutes at 425. And this is what it's looking like. Get you a little closer. It's all bubbly and it's very liquidy. So we're gonna take the foil off and put it back in for another 25 minutes. Okay, I'll be back in another 25 minutes, and hopefully my oven doesn't like start smoking and acting weird since there's stuff dripped in the bottom, but I'll be back in another 25 minutes. Okay, it's been another 25 minutes, so let's get this out of here. It looks like it crisped up a little bit on the top, and that's fine with me. It's still kind of liquidy. These guys are talking out here, so I'm sorry guys. I'm probably bothering them. Still pretty liquidy, but we're gonna leave it sit now for about 10 or 15 minutes and come back and look at it one more time. Take a little peek underneath here. All that liquid. We'll get Chase over here. Video bombing.
Video bomb.
Video bombing, imagine that. Okay, so we'll be back and see if any of that liquid gets absorbed in the next 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, so it's been longer than 15 minutes, but how long do you suppose it's been? About half an hour? Probably, yeah. But we had guys out here, and I figured I'd just let them talk and do what they were doing. So, all right, we're gonna go ahead and slice it. A lot of that liquid's been absorbed. This stuff got kind of crispy on top, but that's okay. That is just fine. Okay, should be able to get a piece out now and have it actually kind of hold together. I don't know if I sliced all the way through it. Yeah, I did. Yeah, that looks good. It actually kind of looks like noodles too. But this is really good, isn't it, honey?
Very good.
Yeah. So right here's what it's looking like. Am I getting it in the shot? There we go. Yeah, that's what it's looking like. So that looks like it's actually lasagna noodles, doesn't it? But yeah, this is really, really good. So this is it. This is the protein lasagna. I don't have any macros for you. I didn't figure out anything like that, but this is really, really good. And like I said, it's a Maria Emmerich. I don't know if I said that in this video. I think I said that in a different video. But this is a Maria Emmerich recipe. That's where I got this from. So, and like I said, I didn't really follow the recipe or look at it, but this is pretty much what it is. All right, guys, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.
Is that for me?
Yeah, you can have it.